April 3rd, 2023. It's the day before Election Day. Results: Kelly at 2023 Denver Mayor Brough outdated by Marcus Giovanni. You know, when you take a look at how things are being manipulated in Denver in the elections, Denver is going to take a heavy fall in the social standings that's about to be released. And when you have Mayor Hancock bloviating for fucking 20 years about how good he is and we all love Michael, he ruined fucking Denver, man. Him and his people and all their fucking race and gender and sexualities and just, we're now the city of decay. And all these people think that they can just fucking say what they want. They can in the mortal world, but in the digital world, their asses belong to computer god, man. Ronnie James Dio wrote a song called Computer God in 1992. That kind of set me off in the whole motion situation because I was in bad ways in 1992. I was dehumanized. I've been continued to be dehumanized by white people, man. It's crazy. White people that are leaders and black people that pretend they're white people and pretend that they're, I don't know what it is, man. I'm just going by with what people are talking to me about. And when you think about when we got the Christmas in February 6th, when and Judge Andrew Luxon, look up that judge. They need to get rid of him as fast as possible because what's happened is on the emergency hearing, uh, I asked about the Spear Amendment, and Assistant City Attorney Michelle Horn blasted with glee, "We haven't enforced that law in years." And then the bobbleheads, the four other bobbleheads are all shaking their heads, yes. And I'm just like, wow. And so the judge, being a Democrat, said to me, because I told him that, huh, they're manipulating the Spear Amendment because they're saying it's non-political. No, the fact is they stop enforcing that law. That's why they have all the power, all the control, why they're going to be indexed as an illegitimate government. And all these people that are laughing their fucking asses off, they're not going to be laughing after April 4. It's going to be a slow churn and just get everybody out of the closet, especially when they start bragging how Kelly was the first female, and because she's already been picked, I think. And then you look at all the senators that are running, and actually all their bills that they've passed can be pattern matched to what they're saying, and it's not good, folks. But these are the clowns. This is the ship of fools that Denver had set sail for their 17 fucking candidates or 38 candidates or 100 candidates. And I'll tell you what, people were pissed off that there were so many candidates running. But they don't do anything about it. They won't sign petitions. They just bloviate bitchness, man. Just complain and, oh, God, if it was the Republicans, oh, God, if it was the Democrats, oh, it ain't the Democrats. Oh, if it was an independent. So I spent 12 years of my life to hold these fucking people accountable. For me, I'm old man. I'm sick. I got things wrong with me. I don't give a fuck anymore. And this is my way to telling the computer god, do your job. Hold everybody fucking accountable with everything they fucking say, against everything they do, everywhere they go, all their emails, all their text messages, all their images, documentations, PDFs, all the fucking clowns in Denver city government in the IT department are all wasted people, man. Google search their name, do some HR work. And that's why when you understand the law firm that came out and talked about these new artificial intelligence apps that can pick the best dream teams of any entity of anything you want, all your friends, you can pick everything. You can do some whoop-de-woo, that's what I call it. You can do some whoop-de-woo and find out if your friends are really compatible for you. You can find out in their social channels what they're all about. With me, I'm simulated. I just talked about what everybody talked about, and I can't tell them all their people's names because I didn't get any of their names. Oh yeah, the ones that signed my petition, but I didn't look at the signatures. I didn't copy any of it that all the other people do. Especially when the majority told me, "Don't send me any information. I'm going to help you, but don't. I don't want to be bombarded with crap." But I think our teachers need to be paid. And the really sad thing is, we do crosstalk indexing. So when I stood outside all these stores and all the King Supers, the only place that you can actually get signatures, everywhere, all the apartments, they've all impeded our right to petition. See, if I was mayor, we'd be fining all these peoples, all these apartment complex owners, all of them. But we don't want to do that. We want to have drug users. We want all the poor and all the people that are irresponsible to move to Denver? Or is it that we're creating irresponsible broke bitches? That's what and nobody talks about that. Just like they didn't talk about the Spear Amendment. So instead of me trying to go get 1,000 signatures when they wouldn't have put me on the ballot in the first place, because that's what they are, retrieval is a better part of valor. So I knew that if by the time the work that needed to be done on a case that I had to file, because I'm not an attorney, I don't pretend to be an attorney. I don't cross-examine on doing that because I'm not an attorney. My whole objection was to put information in that is written in code that those people in the our court system who think they're smarter than fucking anybody else because they're the judge, so shall they be judged in the metaverse. So Judge Luxon, you know what he told me after she said that? Michelle Horn, city attorney, assistant. Do you know why I do that all the time? If you look at my videos, I say city attorney, then I say assistant. There's a reason. Ask your IT people. They don't know. But what will know is that Denver's going to lose and fall from social grace because it was used as a model, and they're so fucking stupid that even they don't want us to believe what we see outside. They want us to believe what they tell them. But with me, you can believe what you see and believe what I tell you. And artificial intelligence is going to close these people down in a way that they can't bloviate, they can't do anything. It's going to take the citizens of Denver to pull together to start making some money because the city of Denver has failed everyone, and it's all been verified. So the Kelly Bros, the Mike Johnstons, and the Lisa Calderones, and the Ian Thomas DeFoyas, and the lowest pieces of scum shit ever entering the digital world. And you know what? A guy with no high school diploma who's been dehumanized by every fucking office in Denver, uh, been dehumanized by any law enforcement that I ever came across from my whole life. Bigots. Oh, why do you got that long hair? You know, why are you wearing them tight pants? Trying to be like your sister? I heard everything from scumball police back in the 80s, man. And you know what? Those people are all dead now. Because you figure I'm 60. 1980 was what? I was 20. I was 40 years ago. Those law enforcements that fucked with me were all 30 and 40-year-old. The sheriffs that were fucking me in Hollywood, because that's what they did. They fucked with musicians a lot. They put people in jail for no fucking reason. Planted drugs on them. They did all that, man. I was always hoping that those ones that fuck with me in Hollywood would have to pay a price, but there is no price to pay until now. And the fucking stupid, retarded me, the guy that can't spell, the guy that can't talk, is showing Denver their future, and they're too fucking stupid. They can't see the forest through the mountains, but you got Mayor Hancock, foot penis. Hey, we're Silicon Mountain. All talk, no sizzle, record high murders, fucking destroying our property value by putting in homeless shelters and all this. There's other ways to do it besides destroying all your property values. And you know, good news, I don't own a house. I would never own a house in Denver, man. I don't love my real estate enough to buy a house in Denver. Not yet. And so, because of the way things are, I can't live in Denver. I didn't even vote, folks. I can't. If I voted, then everything that I worked for, everything that I've done for the last 13 years, 12 elections, it's even longer than 13. It was 2000 when I first started running. I think it was, I started talking about it in 2007 when Karen Hubler was my ex's old attorney, and then she became a magistrate attorney. She's the most corrupt bitch in the whole fucking uh, Denver court system, and she's got her channels at it. And I'm just to tell her that when you die, Karen Hubler, everything that you fucking did, all the children you fucking destroyed their lives and their moms and their dads, you're gonna pay a price, bitch. You heard me? Go sit on your throne because it's about to fucking engulf you in the digital world because you're a slimeball bitch. And so is all the other fucking judges that have been on my case. But you know what, folks? There are good judges. And I believe Brian Whitney's a good judge. Buchanan was a good judge. And the worst judges are fucking Andrew Luxon. My middle name's Andrew, and every Andrew I've ever met, just there's no connection at all because I don't look like an Andrew. Okay, Andrews belong to white boys, not mixed race. I'm Central American, Iberian, West Nigerian Jew. I was adopted in a very strict Irish Roman Catholic Republican military family from New York, Brooklyn, New York. That's why I go to Brooklyn. Everybody thinks they fucking know me because of what other people say. Well, this is the fucking law right here. And I just want to tell every city council member, all the candidates running for mayor, except one, because I believe in artificial intelligence enough to know that the city summits is what's going to bring Denver to the realm of superiority. But what they're going to do is they're going to bloviate about someone being the first black woman, lesbian woman. Fuck everything, race, gender, and sex. Everything we're not supposed to do is what they do. So they're the irreversible um, clowns of this decade, and it's sad. But like Ian Tafoya, Butterbean, fucking verified troll, bitch. See, when you look at the digital world, bitches can be no. It's not gender. If you bitch, you bitch. If you complain, you complain. It doesn't have any. Oh, she's the first lesbian complainer. Oh shit, make her president. All the shit that I've been taught about in my religion, the devil's just fucking us all in the ass. Have a good day, folks.